Yo, what's up? It's Alex Aiono here, and I'm hanging out with Hollywoodlife. My Netflix and chill movie, I would say Black Mirror. It's not a movie, but I just put on Black Mirror because either somebody hasn't seen it and I'm the guy that gets to show them that, or they have seen it and then we're just like, yo, what's your favorite movie? And she'll be like, oh, or what's your favorite episode? She'll be like, the USS Callister, which is my favorite episode. I mean, that's the one that won ridiculous awards. It's an incredible episode, and so a lot of the time, I've seen that episode so many times. I'm not gonna lie, the chill part of the Netflix and chilling it's not as often. It's more so just Netflix and grilled panini. Maybe Netflix and The Big Chill, which is this yogurt place that's right around the corner from my house, that's where I go. If I'm with my homies, I would pass the aux off because they're gonna play just hype music the whole time. And for me, I'd play hype music, I'd play hype music, I'd play hype music, and then I'd play some sad, slow song, and my friends would be like, bro, what are you trying to do? Like, I'd put on the Star is Born soundtrack, and my bros would be like, what is this? So I give it off to my friends. We were on our way to Disneyland for my sister Taylor's birthday on the 6th. It was on shuffle and I'll Never Love Again came on. And if you haven't seen it, yo, that song is just, but it's the movie version. So then it goes to Bradley Cooper right at the end where he does it broke my heart. We were like, literally the whole car was tearing up and we were on our way to Disneyland. So I was like, hey, we gotta turn this up one time. So we put on Drip Too Hard and we went all the way up. My favorite album of all time would be The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because you got both. On days when I'm trying to be mellow, I could listen to Nothing Even Matters. On days when I'm trying to be hype, I could listen to X Factor, I could listen to doo-wop, I could listen to, so there would definitely be Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's probably been 1975. I will literally shuffle all of the 1975 songs and I don't skip a single one. My favorite one, This Must Be My Dream, is where the guilty pleasure comes in because I'll dance like a teenage girl. My dance move, it's not even a dance move, it's just like jumping around like as if I was at a concert and nobody was watching me. Like, I can't even do it for you right now because I would have to have this music blaring, drowning out everything else, and then maybe I'll film it for you guys. And then next time I do it, I'll put a camera up and I'll just send it just for you guys. Me and my manager Liz, before shows that she's at, we touch pinkies. Like, it's something we've done since I was 15 years old when I played my first show. But I have different rituals with different people. Like my little sister Hallie, we have a full handshake that we do that goes crazy. When I'm with my band, we have a prayer circle. When I'm with, so it changes with whoever I'm with. But then for me alone, like I always say a little quick prayer before I go on stage, and then we get out there and we have some fun. I'm not super crazy. The weirdest thing, I guess, is pineapple juice. Just because it was actually my boy William Singe was the one who put me on it, because before the shows he was drinking it, and in my head I was like, that's not good for your throat. I was like, why would you do that? And he's like, no, it's like, it actually like coats my throat. And so I tried it one show and I was like, yo, this is dope. And then afterwards, coming off stage and just drinking pineapple juice, has nothing better. It takes me to the beach, I remember Shawn Mendes told me this one time. He's like, every time I go out on stage, I imagine that I haven't achieved anything, that there's no fans out there. I do that most of the time, but then sometimes I'll look out before and I'll see and I'll really understand, like, man, like, we're about to go play for thousands of people right now, or oh man, we're about to go play, like these people are chanting my name, that's crazy. And then I'll get those little butterflies in my stomach, like, oh shoot, I'm about to go on stage, like I gotta go do this thing. I think that's what makes it fun. It's always a variety. Sometimes I go out there and I'm boom, this is my show. And sometimes I go out there and I'm like nervous but excited. It's never dull energy, and that's what I love about it. Is it's never anything but 10. It's just, what kind of 10 is that? Is it a nervous 10, or is it I'm game face 10, Getting ready for bed and I'm like, man, I really love Sour Patch Kids. And then I'll get to a show and a fan will have brought me like a big old bag of Sour Patch Kids. It's just crazy. Like, it reminds me of when you're in a relationship and you have that like, how'd you know moment, right? Like, you have that moment where you're like, babe, like, how'd you know? The fans really listen and they really take care of me and they make sure that I'm healthy. Like, I know the crazy that you're looking for is like, oh, like a fan pulled my pants down and da-da-da-da. I don't have that because my fans are just dope. So like, to me, it's just crazy how dope they are. I think it's crazy how much they love me and support me, and that's why I constantly want to give them more and more. But at the same time, they roast me, and that's what I love. Like, they'll be like, boy, what you doing walking around with them shoes on? And that's my relationship. Nobody's safe, but at the same time, we all take care of each other. We all make sure mental health is everybody's okay, and if you're not okay, we rally around to help you out. You know, everybody, whether it's me, my fans rally around to help me out. If I see a fan's tweeting me, man, I'm so stressed for these finals, I'll tweet them, and then I see that all the fans will tweet them being like, you got this, you can kill this, whatever, da-da-da-da, you know? And so it's a real good energy that I feel like myself and the fans that we've all built together, it's like kind of turned into this family. I would just copy it. I would just be like, oh, that sound, it's an organ. And I would put up an organ sound, or this sound is this. But as I wanted to continue challenging myself, I realized it's easy to just, for me, it got easy to just copy. And so I'd say to myself, man, try something like completely different. Why don't you produce a whole song and then see what cover you could sing on top of that song, so it has no comparison. And so the last few videos you'll see that is the song, if you listen to it, if I played you the song, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's Thank You Next, or oh, that's Sunflower. You'd just be like, then when you hear me singing it, it would be different. You'd be like, oh, whoa, that's crazy. It makes it more creative, and it made it more fun and exciting and challenging for me too. Something that kind of joins, we were talking about Hercules, something that kind of joins action and like real true love. Not just like a love story where like guy kisses the girl at the end. Disappointed! But something where like we were talking about this scene in Hercules, when Hercules, you know, Hades says, this is so childish, but I'm gonna talk about it. Hades says to Hercules, you want Meg, you can go jump into the river. And then as he jumps in, he's like, oh, I forgot to let you know, you're not coming back, you're gonna die. But he, you know, Hercules knew that. He knew what he was sacrificing. Like, that's like real love. And so something that like really pulls at your heart. When I watch that scene, I've seen that movie since I was a kid. When I watch that scene, every single time, like I get that like lump in my throat, like, oh, like love, like that's so crazy. And so something that involves both, because I still wanna be a part of this action, this like boom, boom. But then at the same time, I also wanna sing those love, you know, those really deep cutting love songs that show what the movie's, you know, portraying. You gotta have both, you gotta have both. It's called As You Need. I wrote it 100% myself, produced it myself. It's a love song that was really about what kind of, the situation that I went through kind of closing out this year. I started hanging out with this girl and I fell super, super hard for her. And she wasn't ready. And I wanted to write a song to let her know, like, timing is so important to me. Like, if it's not the right time, it's just not the right time. You can't do anything about it. And so I wanted to let her know that, like, as much as she needed of time or of space, or if she needed somebody to be there for her or whatever, I was gonna give her that. And so As You Need literally says that in the chorus. It says, if you need time, I won't waste it. If you need space, I'll be patient. If you need love, I got that for you. And if you need me, I'm at your door. And that's like really what I say in the chorus. And so I wanted to give that to the fans, because as I wrote the song, you know, it didn't end up working with me and her because, again, she wasn't ready. As I listened more and more to it, it's something that I feel like I wanted to give to the fans, because the fans need to know the level of love that there is in the world. Because sometimes you're with somebody and you're like, man, like, I'm not happy with you, but I'm worried that there's nobody better. And so I wanted to give this song out, because to me, we were just talking about Hercules and like the ultimate love acts, and I'm such like a lovey kid, I don't know. Ultimate love is that you would let somebody go for them to help them grow and to help them like heal. And so that's, to me, what the song's about. So she knows, she heard the song, so I'm just hoping that when the fans hear it, they don't go attacking somebody if they know what it's about. And I'm not gonna Taylor Swift nobody. I'm not gonna like go out and be like, this is who did it and it's a bad song. But I'm like, the world, if you follow me on Instagram, you see who I was commenting with, whatever, you'll know who I wrote it about. And it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna like scream the name around, but it's like, for me, I gotta connect with the fans and I gotta be personal. I gotta let them in on what's actually happening, which is why I love releasing songs like this. Well, thank you so much for kicking it with me. Make sure you subscribe to Hollywood Life. Also check out my YouTube channel. I probably just dropped something crazy. But make sure you check out my brand new song, As You Need. Brand new song, No Drama. Brand new song, Big Mistake. And I'll see you guys later.